Hello and welcome back to another video of mine, and today I thought I could again do something new. I saw on Twitter that people are drawing LPS and I was like, I love LPS! Oh my god, my childhood. I have a horde of LPS, I should draw LPS, so I'm gonna draw LPS. Yes. And I thought it would be fun to make that into a video and like look through LPS and figure out what LPS to draw, because I have a ton and some are closer to my heart, others are not that much, but I thought that would be something fun to do. I've drawn LPS in the past, but I haven't done that recently at all. I don't have like a good camera, so I have to use my phone, and this is my LPS horde. I know there are a lot of LPS, but not as much as some other people I've seen that have like 3k LPS or 2k LPS. I never had them. I always, as a kid, I always used my birthday money on these things, and so I have a ton of them. And yeah. Like, I put some of the rare ones, so like the red peg ones and the silver ones in these baggies. These are the ones I bought at a thrift store. I never had like the red magnet ones. I had one that had a silver magnet. I never really knew the rarities of them or anything. But they're cute. I'll look through them. I should like draw one of the cats. Oh, I love this cat. I love this cat. Actually, she's dirty and has stuff rubbed off of her. And I love this cat very dearly. That was my first short-haired cat. And I love her. And I love her as well. I remember she came with a tiara, but I lost it because I was like 10 or 9 then. These are the newer ones that I got. Oh, this doggo. I love this doggo. That's the first magnet pet I had. So I should probably draw him. Now I'm figuring out that this is harder than I thought. And I covered these LPS in nail polish. Because yeah, them kids, they do that. Alright, I've decided on these LPS because they're just so cute. I also played with this boy a lot. And I played with this one as a kid a lot. I really forgot I could use Flash on the video. That would have looked so much better with Flash, because you can't see anything in the video. Whatever. Anyways, I don't know how long this is gonna take, but this is pretty fun trying to draw like LPS, because they have like a specific molds. And I really messed up old LPS. I just really loved them as a kid, and I'm not the biggest fan of the newest ones. I do like some of them, but not all of them. As a kid, I really thought, I'm gonna make LPS videos only. And that never ended up happening. So I hate my old LPS videos. I have a video called my LPS Amanda Days, I think that's what it was called, and you can see the older videos in there. And yeah, they're not very good. Because I was like, what, 10 when I made the first video, or 12? I don't know. I think I didn't upload the ones when I was 10 because I didn't know how to do that. I don't understand how 10-year-olds can do that now. Or 9-year-olds even. I never figured it out at 10. I barely knew how to make a YouTube account, so I didn't really do that. My favorite LPS role is the cats and dogs. I always, even when I was in the bathtub, I would like play with my LPS. I would make up story to like clan cats, because I watched YouTubers videos of them like having different types of movies with LPS, and I really loved that as a child. I really loved that. And now looking back, most of them are pretty terrible, because most of them are made by children as well. But I never really saw that, because I was a child myself, and I was probably younger than most of them that made those videos. And now a bunch of them still make videos, I feel like. I don't know. Some, I looked and I don't think they make videos. Most of the LPS videos I watched as a kid I just can't find anymore. And that's probably because, you grow up and you just don't like things as much anymore, and you have more pressing matters. And I, for a lot of times, thought I want to do that. Nah, you need good equipment, you need a good camera and everything like that. And also I'd get bored so easily with these things because, I don't know, I feel like the best way that I can tell a story is with comics. I just enjoy comics so much. But I do love looking back at these fond moments because they didn't really make me the person that I am today. And I have these little toys to thank for that. These little toys started my obsession with things. So my childhood friend also collected them. I remember her sister, I was close with her sister as well, and her toys got stolen in the classroom. I was like, what the fuck, how the hell does that happen? And I felt bad for her, so I gave her a lot of my LPS that I just didn't like 5 pets, and I gave her a walkable as well, like a little bat. She seemed happy. And I'm happy that I made her happy. Because, like, I understood that attachment to these little toys. They might seem like little toys, but they're just so much more. They're so cute, and you can't find all of them easily. I remember there was a walkable house as well. I really, really wanted that one, but I couldn't get it because my mom couldn't afford it. So I had the smaller houses as a kid. So like little tree houses and some stuff like that. The one that came with like a cat, 2 cats. That's where this one is from. And I love that one so much. It had a litter box and everything in it. I love those toys. But I was so hyped when I found in the thrift store an LPS house for 16 euros. Because they don't know what their actual pricing is like. And it also came with a similar pet to this. I was like, oh my god, I've wanted that pet for so long, and I got it. Because of course, why did I want it? Because it was an LPS show. Man, they got away with so much. I remember the shows were so dark, and I feel like those shows were the whole reason why I love mystery stuff. But as a kid I watched a lot of like CIA, Cobra, Medicopter, those like mystery shows, and those were dark, and little me probably should not have been watching those shows, but I love them to death. I love those shows so much, and I could not stop watching them. And I kept watching them. Sheep are so hard to draw. Why does that look so weird? So weird. Oh, whatever, I'm gonna go with it. I don't really want to redo the sketch. I don't know how else to redo it then. I like how I keep looking at the reference, even though my LPS are right in front of me. I can just look at them. But no, I just have to look at that. Every way. I can look in every direction on the LPS, but no, just one picture. I'll use the picture that's right there. Okay, is that symmetrical? Good enough. Oh, her nose is chipped. I didn't even realize. Wow. I can tell so much in these pictures. And if you're wondering what that is clay. Put clay on them because I saw a YouTuber put clay on them and then put items on them so they can hold them. Yeah, that ruined my LPS because I used some weird clay that was oily and it stuck to them. Very dumb. Very, very dumb. She's so curly. So curly. I love her so much. I never had any other sheep though. She's my only sheepy. I never even really saw them. Also don't have any collie LPS. Always wanted a collie LPS. Because of course they were popular and they were in LPS shows. I saw one. It was expensive and my mom didn't buy it. And I never saw one again. First time when I'm drawing eyes, I'm like, oh yes, that's so good. When I have to replicate it, I'm like, Ooh, what if I mess up and don't get it exactly the same? Gonna have a fucking midlife crisis. I say when I'm only 19. Probably never gonna stop collecting LPS. These bad boys are my pride and joy. Even though I don't use them at all. Remember I used to display them, all of them on my shelf, but I kept knocking them over and they kept getting dusty and I had to always wash them. I just realized there's no point in making that thicker. Because it's gonna be black anyway, so what's the point? You won't even see it. I spent so long on that previous size. Oh, I'm so dumb. I remember once as a kid I was drawing like one of the FNAF human characters. And the program crashed and I lost all the progress, but it's not like I lost a lot. I was just a little kid drawing, so it didn't spend me some time, but man, I feel like I've never recovered from that one thing. I've never recovered. I always save. Because I never know when it's gonna crash. And thankfully for this program, there are automatic saves, so even if it does crash, some things are saved. Most of the time, everything's saved. Man, we're so lucky to have a program like this that's just so good and so useful and so cheap. Also, I like it because I can just go online, on the asset store, and just grab some brushes. Before, I didn't really want to do that because then for Photoshop, you have to find them yourself, because people just post them randomly and then you have to figure out how to import them. And that was a hassle. Here you just click and boom, you have them. And I always hated that about other programs. It wasn't as fast and easy, so I never even got any brushes. On here, if I need a grass brush, I'm just gonna go and get a grass brush. I should delete that. Uh-huh. What I liked about LPS is that most LPS, you could just figure out the gender yourself. Because even if they have these things, they can be a boy or a girl, it doesn't really matter. I always thought if this one is a boy, sometimes a girl, I can mix and match, I don't really care. Only times I really set genders were because of course, video shows. So always, they were always that gender. I have one line, and I have no idea if those are real LPS, because I bought a pack online that was like 30 euros, very expensive, and most of the LPS that were in the picture didn't even arrive, so it was a scam altogether. And I don't know, they just seem off to me. They seem like real LPS, but also not. I don't know. Only the fact that all the ones I wanted to arrive was kind of off. I don't know, I feel like doing her. Maybe I'll just draw the nostalgic ones and call Daily Drawing Nostalgic LPS or something. I don't know. Haven't figured that out yet. This country is very pro-vaccine, which I kind of actually like. Because of course I am for the COVID vaccine and I always think that, yeah, you should get vaccinated. not just for yourself, but for other people, because you're gonna keep others safe if you get vaccinated. Like, if everyone gets vaccinated, then the people that can't get the vaccine, like the people with disabilities and stuff, they will be safer. Much safer from us. I also heard the news that some crazy protesters had egged people getting married, which is just dumb. Why would you take it out on people getting married? Why would you ruin their special day like that? You're like, I don't like marriage. I would never want to get married, but like, I wouldn't ruin it for other people, you know? And if you're wondering why I don't like marriage, I'm just not a big fan of something that could tie me down to someone else. I know I've watched too many crime shows to really trust anyone. And also, I don't really care about relationships. I don't really want a relationship. I don't like those kind of things. So I will never get married because I don't feel any romantic attraction. I don't feel any sexual attraction. I'm like, yeah, I don't really care. I'd rather not take my chances of getting murdered. Because from what I've seen, it's usually the spouse that murders the significant other. I really want to own an LPS, like the collie LPSs, because I never had them. I'd love to hold one. Or was it Cocker Spaniel? I don't think I had that either. I didn't have those. He's blue. Wait, no, this color is supposed to be blue, isn't it? That's just faded over time. Yeah, I remember he used to be a different color. Ooh, that's definitely faded over time. You can just tell how used that LPS is. Look at all that gunk, that clay on the pet. And I'm done. Well, that's it for this video then. I hope you enjoyed this video, and goodbye.